Isang malaking awesome and thank you so much guys. Maraming salamat sa mga patuloy na sumusuporta. And ako nga pala si Osever. I've been here since 2017. Been trying to share you guys my wins and losses dito sa cryptocurrency since 2021, and we went public on our bag since 2022. 2023 rather. So yan guys, maraming salamat of course sa Diyos, kay Yahuwah. Big shoutouts kay Maria, sa asawa ko. Yan. Big shoutouts kay Angel Nathan, kay Timothy Garmois, kay Ramil OFW, sa mga tiga-ibang bansa ngayon na Pilipino na sumusubaybay. Big shoutout sa inyo. Kay Timothy Garmois. Okay, big shoutout sa inyo. Okay, and maraming salamat sa inyong dedikasyon at patuloy na pag-cryptocurrency. So, tulad na sinabi ko guys, probably we're down more than just 36% kung isasakto natin. O actually 36% lang, no? Pero we came up already. Currently, we are 26% down only na lang. Okay, but overall, it is 36%. Okay, so we have a lot of news right now. Okay, we have a lot of bullish things that no one is talking about, but they are just putting it there so that one day they will tell you, oh, we told you, hindi lang kayo nakinig, busy kasi kayo, or kung ano-ano yung ginagawa nyo. So parang gano'n. Okay, so but ako, my forte is just like, I know where to look, I know what to look at. And sometimes, okay, sablay talaga yung mga news kasi minsan nagiging over bullish lang ako, lalo na pag nagsimula na ako mag-type. Okay, ibig sabihin ko is pag may nakita akong news, meron siyang potential, sabihin natin, or speculation or something that is rumoring around or mga murmurs sa loob ng Wall Street, sabihin natin, ang nangyayari is nagsisimula na ako mag-type, mag-deep dive, gumagamit ng AI, tapos nahaluan na siya ng hindi talaga raw information, which is accurate and factual naman, pero ang nangyayari is masyado akong nagiging deep dive dito sa mga ganitong topic. So I'll let you be the judge of this one. So all you have to do is to listen, to like and share, subscribe para malaman natin, okay? And share your opinion. Okay, kasi gusto ko marinig yung opinion nyo sa mga ganitong topics so that we will be able to push more about these kinds of intel or mga alpha. And I don't usually gatekeep alphas, lalo na kung marunong yung mga nakikipag-usap sa comment section. So, minsan marami akong nadudulas ng mga gems dati, tapos nakakasabay sila. So sabihin natin yung katulad nun, yung pinakamalaki nating naging gem talaga na nadulas ako is Kaspa. Then pinpublic ko na lang siya, shinatcall ko na lang public para lahat naman makasalok. So isa yun sa mga pinakamalalaking gem na sinabi ko. Then ano pa, mga meme coins, of course, marami din tayong mga meme coins, of course. Yan, big shoutouts kay Maluloria. Dinilit niya, di ko alam kung ano yun, pero anyways, so yung Coinbase natin is building an all-in-one digital asset platform. Okay, mamaya pag-uusapan natin to ng malupit. Okay, pero right now let's talk about our Bitcoin. So in price action, sabihin natin, okay, from zero bag, okay, balik tayo dito sa area neto, which is yung ating 0.0. Okay, so let's talk about this as a 0.0. Okay, ibig sabihin ko, ito na yung 100%, ito yung 0%, 100%, ito yung 50%, okay, ito tong green line na to, okay, and ito yung 60%, diba? I mean, oo, tama. So, bale, ito 100%, ito 0%. So, 60%, 50%, 30%, so parang ganon. Okay, so right now, whenever our price is like trying to get here, there is a huge chance that we can go back down to 87. Okay, but we saw that a little bit here, so that's why it's a little bit confusing. It's because doon sa naging news natin or yung mga anticipated news, and we were on point. Okay, nung sinabi ko na, hey, di mo na ako magte-trade kasi marami yung mga, hindi pa pala yun. Ang sinabi ko is, magiging delikado yung market as it will be violent when it comes to volatility. Bakit? Kasi marami tayong mga news upcoming, which is 1 week before sinabi ko na yun sa inyo. So meron tayong FOMC, meron din tayong PPI, 'di ba? So marami tayong mga inaabangan na macro news. Okay, so this is going to be uncertain for most, and nagpiprint din siya sa printer. Nagpiprint din siya dito sa ating sa ating candles. Natawanan ako ng asawa, nahalata tuloy yung isa kong business, kung ano yung business ko. Okay, anyways, so eto na. So, makikita natin siya dito sa candle, di ba? Ito, uncertainty candle, ito, uncertainty candle. Tapos, may mga pattern dito na usually dapat bearish pero biglang umangat. So, doon ako medyo napapatanong na ano nangyayari sa market. Dito ako laging na SL. So, after this wins natin dito, okay, ang nangyari is bigla tayong nakapitulate ng todo dito. When I say capitulate, kasi nag-compound na yung mga SLs natin. Okay, so our system is still working. We're just within that system, but that kind of system is not for this kind of market, which is the uncertain market. This is for swing traders, definitely. Okay, I want a violent move such as this and this and this and this, because we made so much money on these 5 candles, no? And that is recorded here in live. Marami sa inyo ang nakasakay at marami din sa inyong nangihinayang kasi nung after nila makita yung 4 consecutive wins natin na puno ng volume, biglang na SL, which is dito si Merskov, isa siya sa mga nakapitulate ng todo. But yeah, for the move, okay, just to make it to keep it short and simple to you guys, there's a high probability we can go down to 87. Okay, but that should be the last. Okay, so that should be our last time that will be going down. Okay, so since we have the impulses already now, medyo humihina na rin yung impulse natin. Pag bumaba pa to, malaki yung chance natin na we break levels. We keep breaking levels until we find the lowest, which is this one, 69 or 70. Okay, which is going to be also a best buying opportunity, but on our chart, no, nakikita natin sa 1-day time frame, it's still trying to cross down. So there is a high chance that we can go down another as well with our MACD. So we are given a negative news, which is a peak volume already. Sinasabi niya na sa peak volume tayo, but when we say peak volume, we should see the 2 lines here crossing down here at the 70 or 80. Okay, and the 80 mark here on the RSI, 'di ba? Or stochastic, sabihin natin, pag umilalim siya dito, dun natin masasabi na okay, it is already confirmed, but probably itong price natin, baka nandito na siya sa ilalim or supposedly be under $89 or $89,000 rather. So doon ko lang masasabi na okay, this chart is going to be a probable or a probability. Okay, pero until now, sabihin natin, if we're just looking at the Fibonacci, no, malaki yung chances natin that we can go up as well on the 95, then we cross to 100. So this is usual, no? This is usual na makikita natin na parang nahihirapan siya kasi we are at the middle of 2 strong forces, which is 50 and 20. Ang mahirap lang is we are seeing 50 moving average above. This signifies that we are on a downtrend and 20 moving average is below the candles. No? So, ibig sabihin, we are trying to somehow recover. Okay, and that recovery will determine everything. If we are going to produce a head and shoulder, which is kung mapapasok tayo sa 103 or $100, tsaka tayo magsuslow down. Okay, tapos biglang violent crash. Okay, so for now, what I can only say is we are still looking at those levels. If it breaks 95, then it goes to $100 or $103. That could be a probability. But if this and this sees that it will be below the moving average of 20, this one is below the line that we're looking at, 2 lines below the 80. mark, it can signify a bearish run. Okay, babagsak na tayo. Then tsaka lang tayo makakita sa liquidity na nga no, bumagsak na yung liquidity, we should listen to this one, and we can definitely short the market and place a little bit more on the shorts, and wag tayo magpo-prolong ng mga longs, as this is going to be just a retrace, no? That could be a possibility. But let's go to our main narrative. So guys, ano yung narrative? Sasabihin ko na agad sa inyo para hindi kayo mahirapan. Yung narrative na ito is yung ating gamble-fi or yung gambling. Okay? Or ibig sabihin yung betting. So betting. So yung Coinbase natin is building a all-in-one digital asset platform, and they are actually they already rolled out yung prediction markets. Okay, so this is a thing right now here in the US, not yet a thing in the Philippines. Okay, baka sabihin nyo casino. No, I don't think this is not casino, guys. Okay, this is all about gambling. So Pancake did this already back in 2021, if maaalala nyo, na pwede kayong mag-bet, pero the bettings are very limited to Bitcoin going to a certain price in every single 5 minutes, or may 5 minutes kayo mark, tapos magti-trade, magboboto kayo kung marireach o hindi. In that 5 minutes, pagpatak ng 5 minutes, na-reach ba? Hindi, yes or no. Then tsaka lang nyo makikita yung panalo nyo, something like that. So again, prediction markets, that's the narrative. Okay, I already sent a document about this already, which is the part 2 of my predictions for narratives. So pwede nyo sabihin na this is a old content na pala, binabasa lang ulit ni Sir Oso yung document. No. Okay, because there is a new update, so you need to listen if you're from Meraki. So listen to this one. Okay, so yung markets natin, it lets the user to bet on a real outcomes. Okay, this is real outcomes. Okay, elections, sports, economic data, etc. This is not just cryptocurrency. Okay, it's not about like sabihin natin, will Bitcoin hit 100k by December? Yes or no? Ganun lang. Hindi. It's not just like about that. We're also betting if in sports, sabihin natin, how many will Cristiano Ronaldo will be able to score at least 4 points by 30 minutes of the first half of the game? Yes or no? Ganun lang. 'Di ba? Tapos meron din tayong mga economics data. Will Jerome Powell say good morning in the first good afternoon in the first line of his greetings, or good day? Parang ganon. Good day or good morning, pipili lang kayo. So, yeah, tulad ng sinabi ko, tokenized stocks is also one thing, and it can be inside the Coinbase as well. Coinbase. So, we are talking about Base Network as well. Okay, so tokenized stocks are blockchain's version of US equities. Okay, tatandaan nyo, this is not just like a play, this is just like not a, kumbaga hindi to parang naisip lang na playground ng mga nagki-crypto. Okay, or mga taong nasa Coinbase. Okay, this is US equities that trade 24/7 and integrate, ang maganda dito is integrated siya in cryptocurrency. Okay, yun yung maganda kasi Coinbase nga. So Coinbase is issuing this themselves instead of using external partners. Kung wala kayong trabaho ngayon, guys, I think Coinbase is looking for customer service. So I want you guys to like look for an online customer service for Coinbase, diba? Pwede kayong mag-apply, pwede kayong magtingin ng mga openings, job offers, etc. If you're from the Philippines, they will be gladly to pay you guys. I'm not sure how much, but do your own research, okay? That's what I heard from the buzz in the Reddit, and some of them are earning $8 per hour, even though hindi sila nasa under ng trusted call center or BPO industry. So right now, okay, let's talk about this. Mahaba yung video, mga 3 minutes na paligoy-ligoy. Hindi lang yan 3 minutes. Nasa malaking interview yan. Chin-up down lang siya. So, wag natin pakita kasi baka ma-copyright. Okay, so now, ito, pinag-uusapan lang dito na yung competitors nila like Kraken, Crypto.com, Robinhood, and dedicated prediction platforms are already making into this kind of spaces already. Okay, so kung maalala natin si Kraken recently, they said na they will be releasing their own token as well. No? So si Robinhood may sarili siya sa traditional market, si Crypto.com meron siyang CRO. So kanina or recently si Tamago is trying to ask me to trade in Crypto.com, etc., for a promotion, etc., for their own gain. I don't know if this is an event, but I'm just being honest. Alam niyo naman ako transparent. Ayoko nagpa-promote, 'di ba? So ngayon ito yung sasabihin ko sa inyo. Yung tinignan ko yung CRO, okay, it's not about their promotion or whatever, or it's not about just Crypto.com. Okay, ano nga yung ng Crypto.com? Ano nga yung nila? Nalimutan ko na eh. Ito ba? CRO nga, di ba? CRO, di ba? Okay. So, when I looked at CRO, look at this. Okay. It feels like they're about to do this and there will be like small sideways like this one here. Okay. So, malaking chances natin na by end of January 1, we will be seeing a huge surge for Crypto.com. So, probably we are just trying to put this in dominance as well with the other tokens, no? So, pwedeng ganon. Pero, ito ba talagang ng Crypto.com? Wait nga lang. Confirm nga natin. Ang tagal na itong asset na to, no? Yung asawa ko meron ganito dati. Di ba? Meron ka pa ba na? Wala na daw siya. Ba't ganun? CRO nga, diba? Kronos. Oh, so, yun nga. Tama tayo. Okay, so the reason why I want to confirm is because there's another CRO or Chromia kung tatawagin. Isa yun sa mga na-FOMO din ako, which is a audio NFT of something like that. But yeah, right now, if hindi pala, gaming pala ang Chromia. So yeah, I forgot. So isa to sa mga tokens, okay, na I really think in this narrative na competitor that will make so much money because because they were being dragged lang naman down because of FTX. So that's why I'm very positive about this na aangat to, or there is a high probability or chance where we will be able to see Crypto.com to go back in their game as they are in a race to get a lot of people to trade in their platform. Okay, so if, just in case lang, meron kayong extra paper trade, okay? Paper lang, okay? Wala akong sinasabing, huwag kayo maglagay ng totoong pera. Lagay nyo yung Crypto.com, try nyo lang. Lagay nyo sa CoinGecko nyo. Kunyari, bumili kayo. Diba? Bili kayo na ito, Crypto.com. Okay? Which is, a-add na namin ito mamaya sa aming Meraki Secret Bags. Okay? Pero hindi ito outdated na to. Meraki January 2025 pa to. Okay, but I'll do an update, okay, which is for 2026 naman. Okay, so Coinbase is reacting to keep the market share, to be honest. Okay, kasi meron tayong asset na coin, okay, which is Coinbase. Yan. Sinabi ko rin to sa inyo back in 2023, but hindi ako bumili kasi I intended to just buy the ETF itself. Okay, so bumili ako ETF rather than buying the whole coin itself. So that is one of my despairs. Kung sana hawak pa rin natin ngayon to, we are still up by 3x. Now, so yeah, I'm not gonna suck on that one. Yan yung mga isa sa mali ko. Pero I will just move on. But there's another good news. Okay, I want you guys to listen to this one because yung mga lawmakers natin are already pushing regulators to allow Bitcoin and cryptocurrency inside 401k to include to their retirement accounts. Okay, so yung Bitcoin cryptocurrency, I don't know what kind of crypto assets they will be allowing, but definitely I heard the rumors or murmurs that it will be linked one of those ironic, sabihin natin na, sa dami ng asset na ilalagay dito, bakit yan pa ilalagay? Link. So, yeah, there is a high chance that blue chip assets will be offered. So, second is for AI is Tau Bitensor. Tingin ko lang. Okay, this is just a rumor. It's up to you guys if you want to hold that, bag that. Okay, we're bagging, or we have been holding a lot of Tau. Even GB is also like buying Tau. Yun yung pagkakarinig ko sa kanya. So anyways, yeah, so sinasama yon sa kanilang mga, parang sa inyo dyan sa Pilipinas is SSS. So that's why 401k is very big, is because this is like Pag-ibig, SSS, retirement funds, etc. Blah blah blah. Ito, i-hold to hanggang mag-65 sila. So ibig sabihin, hanggat di sila 65, di nila ilalabas yung asset nila. Isipin niyo na, 401k, retirement plan, okay, na hanggang 65 years old, kung 30 years old pa lang ako ngayon, kunyari lang, sabihin natin, di hold ko yon hanggang 30 years. So, sabihin natin, Link, XRP, sabihin natin, o kaya Link, XRP, AVAX, BTC, kung yun yung mga assets na ilalagay dito, Ethereum, di ba? For 30 years, hold ko yun. Something like that. And, to mind you, 401k retirement plan, we don't have any controls on that one. They will decide on where to put it, di ba? But it will be included to their accounts, and we will be able to see it. Kung sabihin natin, okay, dito pala nakapasok yung 401k ko, etc. Parang ganon, which is just part of the transparency, no? But if rules change, sabihin natin, even 1% of allocation would mean billions and billions of flowing into Bitcoin. Okay, and it would mean, okay, billions of people buying cryptocurrency as well if they knew that in their 401k is already included. Why? Is because ganun din nangyari sa S&P nung nalaman nila na meron silang mga ganun. Okay, they intended to buy what? S&P. Okay, or yung mga iba pang assets na kapaloob doon sa S&P. Okay? Sabihin natin when they knew McDonald's is being included to their 401k, 'di ba? Sabihin lang natin they intended to buy for McDonald's on their own. Okay, so that they can reap profits early rather than taking out their 401k. Kasi pag nag-401k sila, inilabas nila ng maaga, sabihin natin $40 ang mangyari, yung gains and margin na nakikinita mo, sabihin natin na from $20,000, no? Kumita sila ng 60,000. So on top of everything is 80,000, no? So yung 60,000, yun yung taxable. Kasi maaga niya nilabas, and more than half ata yung kukunin. So wala din. So it won't be instant. Yun lang yung sasabihin ko sa inyo. This is going to be a long run. So ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, by 2032 pa yung actual capitulation na pwede mangyari. But if we're just looking at Benner's cycle, okay, so it won't be instant. Okay, so 2027 could be either bull or super bearish for cryptocurrency. Okay, but definitely cryptocurrency is not new anymore, but it will be new for government as they are already experimenting. So meron tayong 17 viewers, nag-25 kanina, hindi tayo nagla-like. Please do like and share, subscribe. Kung nakupo lang kayo dyan, nakikinig lang, ayaw nyo mag-comment, okay? Ayaw nyo malaman kung sino kayo, just like. Wala naman notification sa amin kung sino yung nagla-like, okay? So, tulad ng sinabi ko, it's not gonna be instant. So, it will be gradually. Ganun din yung nangyari sa ETF. But definitely, there's already ETF. So, probably, this one will not be as hard as the years that we've been waiting. And to mind you guys, we have a full of team in the government na dedicated for cryptocurrency. And also, meron tayong mga laws na naipasa na. No? So, Clarity Act, 'di ba? Or yung act ni Trump, 'di ba? Marami silang ngayon. So sa EU, MiCA, 'di ba? So ang dami. So there is a low probability na tumagal siya ng ganyang katagal. Pero again, okay, Coinbase set to unveil prediction markets and tokenized stocks by December 17. Okay, so could be bullish, could be bearish. For me, I would say I will not like bite into this kind of news. Okay, we just have to be really careful right now. But Coinbase is expanding into predictions. We've been talking about it for the last 10 minutes. Okay? And tokenized stocks. Ito lang yung dagdag. Okay? Tokenized stocks on one side. So, ano ibig sabihin nun? Okay? They're being the alpha of the game, which they have been the alpha of the game since 2013. Okay? So, they've been the biggest Bitcoin kumbaga tigahawak ng mga institutions. So sabihin natin Grayscale si Coinbase, 'di ba? Siya yung naghahawak, nagki-keep safe. Ako bahala sa pera mo, keep safe namin. Kapalit noon is kikita kami ng what? Ng earnings from this Bitcoin that we are holding, 'di ba? So parang ganoon. Tapos meron tayong tinatawag na si Coinbase habang siya yung naghahawak, etc. Meron siya yung tinatawag na fee, 'di ba? Na habang hinahawakan ko to may fee, etc. Just to keep it really safe na hindi siya mawawala. Something like that. But yeah, the reason why we're talking about this is yung sa retirement and institutional money. Okay? So ito is getting regulatory pathways into crypto on the other side. So it means yung traditional finance and yung digital assets natin are merging onto the same rails, and yung Coinbase natin is positioning itself in the center of this whole narrative na nangyayari. So ibig sabihin lahat pinapatos ni Coinbase, and I'm not sure if that's gonna be a good thing or bad thing, but we saw a good positive blow kay Sol, no? So si Sol, positive siya sa games, tapos biglang NFT, tapos biglang AI, tapos biglang boom, memes. So laging nandun si Sol. So if Coinbase can be like that, then probably he will be having more edge because marami siyang users. Hindi lang hundreds or thousands of users, millions of users here in the US and outside, people who are outside na may access to Coinbase. Sabihin natin mga islands of kumbaga independent islands of America, something like that, 'di ba? So but right now, okay, si Powell yung natin, yung live coverage, 'di ba? Nung kailan Federal Reserve cuts interest rates by 0.25%. Okay? Powell warns there's no risk, free path, etc. So, feeling ko bababa na ng position to, kaya nag-aasim siya. Kaya hindi naging maganda yung hindi naging super pumpy na yung word na gusto kong gamitin. Hindi siya talaga yung parang bumulusok. Hindi katulad ng last natin. We did a really good run. No? Ganda. But right now, ito lang yung masasabi ko, hindi natin siya pwede sisihin. You know why? It's because, what? Hindi niya trabaho na ipump yung market natin. Okay? Hindi niya trabaho na ipump yung crypto bags nyo. Okay? He's just here to report interest rates, etc. And kung ano yung mas magiging makakabuti sa pera ng US dollars, which is, that's the one that they're taking care of. Since they're not from US, no? They're just like a separate government acting here in the US. So, yan, big shoutouts kay kay Damon Ligaw, but DJ. Kasi RJ Production, naduling ako. Okay, big shoutouts kay Stephen Linas, pati kay Kyle. Yan, sa mga admins natin, big shoutout sa inyo. Okay, so ito na. Again. Okay, let's talk about this. Okay, yung sa Powell. Kay Powell tayo. Okay, medyo mahaba to. Okay, pero ano nga yung naalala ko dito? Okay, so yung Fed natin, nag-stop na siya sa quantitative tightening. So I just want to remind you, December 1, diba? And I'm not sure if they are already starting to buy treasury bills again. Okay, but today dapat yun. Let's hope a news. If they halt again or makalimutan nila yung news, then it's gonna be negative. But if mag-news sila, okay, which is really good, tapos sabihin nila na they will be buying treasury bills already, that's good. Okay? Ano ibig sabihin nun? Magpiprint sila ng pera. Okay? But it will devalue hugely yung pera natin, which is US dollar. Okay, so right now sobrang lakas ng dollar kahit sa Pilipinas, kahit sa sa Japan. We saw Philippines hitting almost $60, or it did it reach $60 ba? Kayong mga nasa comment, hello, nandiyan ba kayo? Hello, diba 59 lang, no? 59 lang. Yeah, so $59 lang. Ay, $59. 59 pesos lang. 59 pesos per dollar. No? So, yung mga nasa ano dyan, kung ako sa inyo, bawas-bawasan nyo na US dollar holdings nyo sa international accounts nyo. And yung mga nasa Forex. Okay? Sana mag-60 para pay. Baliw. Ano mo yan, labas mo na yan kung ako sa'yo. Pag yan bumagsak na mo, maniwala ka sa akin. Rich in fame, big shoutouts. Okay, so yun nga, sinasabi ko sa inyo. Please mag-like and share, subscribe naman kayo. May mga bago dito, di kayo nagla-like. Ako, sakaling ko yung ano nyo, follicles, hair follicles nyo eh. Ayan. So next, ito na. Ano na ba yun? Nawala na yung live coverage. Ito, yan. Okay, so ito maasim-asim to guys. Okay, maasim-asim to. Hindi to kabago-bago pero nag-resurface to sa Reddit. Okay, so sa mga alpha channels natin, si Trump daw is bringing a new Fed chair. Okay, nireport ko na to doon sa ating document. Ewan ko, binasa nyo to nung November. Okay, na sa Fed chair in 2026 who will lower the rates further while the dollar devalues. So he's a pro de-dollarization, no? So the administration create a stablecoin regulation and they're putting Bitcoin on the balance sheet, okay? So that is gonna be something really good. Ito yung tinatawag nating Reaganomics. Okay, I already talked about this as well and there's a document for this one. So if you want to access that document, ako, pag umabot tayo ng 50 viewers, then bibigyan ko kayo ng free document, okay, which is going to tell you a lot about why the market is not in a bear market. Okay, we are not yet close to a crypto winter. Okay, we are, yes, indeed, we are bubbling, pero it doesn't mean that it's gonna pop. Okay? Walang sinabing popping of bubble. Hindi pa tayo nasa sukdulan ng bubble. Yun lang masasabi ko dyan. Okay? On-chain proves that. Okay? But yeah. Tulad ng sinabi ko. Okay, let's go back with this one. Oh yeah. Before I go to this news pala muna. So yung Fed pala natin has only two options. Okay? I want to elaborate this to you guys. Sorry, medyo magbabacktrack lang tayo ng konti. Okay? One is lower rates and print more money aggressively, which is gonna be crashing the whole dollar in one go. Okay? Or i-hold nila yung rate steady and they will let the Americans buried in debt. Okay? Tapos mag-collapse because there's no real money circulating already. Kumbaga papel na lang yung hawak nila. Okay, this could happen in, sabihin like Venezuela level, to the point na wala nang value yung ano natin, unless bigla nila i-declare na, oh okay, don't worry, dollar is already backed up by what? Bitcoin, something like that. Pwede yung mangyari. Okay, or USDT, USDC, or sabihin nila, a basket of whole cryptocurrency. Pwede yung mangyari. Or sabihin natin, a basket of whole stocks and ETFs and hindi ko alam kung pwedeng mangyari. So, minsan hindi na pasok doon sa mga rules yung sinasabi ko eh. so nag-speculate na lang ako dito. Ito yung problema sa pagiging chismoso na masyado akong nalulunod doon sa sa narrative na sinasabi nung chismis. But again, okay, your income is someone's debt. Okay, so that is the real backup of the dollar right now. Okay, so if that's the case, that if your income is someone else's debt, okay, debt or utang, and their income is your debt, okay, the only escape is either mag-mass default tayo, which is scary talaga yun. Okay, and the system implosion, kumbaga magkakaroon tayo ng system implosion, or sabihin natin lower rates so people refinance debt and keep the debt machine running. Okay, kung gusto pa rin natin yung in trust or in God we trust, pwedeng mangyari yan. Okay, wait lang guys, parang nahigad ako kasi yung kamay ko, puro kati-kati. Okay nga to. Anyways, so, wait lang guys anuin ko lang to ng vinegar. Wait lang. I'll be right back. Wait. Buti may vinegar spray ako dito kasi sa sahig ginagamit ko yan eh. Anyways, eto na. Okay, so yun nga yung sinasabi ko. It's either paganahin pa rin nila yung sistema or collapse na nila. Kumbaga, a new thing will come out. So ito yung tinatawag na Illuminati thing, which is from the ashes, a new bird comes out, which is a phoenix, no? Something like that. Okay. So ayan, liquidity incoming 2006, just bought more into my bag. Okay, I will never miss the incoming bull run. Big shoutouts kay Randy Espiritu. Parang nandito na to dati, no? Big shoutouts sa'yo. Big shoutouts kay Postpal. Okay. Hindi ko alam kung PayPal ba yan or Post Office. Post Office, PayPal, hindi ko alam. Okay, anyways, let's go with this one. Trump is bringing in a new Fed chair, which is yung kanina nating topic dito. So why are we talking about this? Because they're putting Bitcoin on the balance sheet. Okay, so I'm not sure if when, but probably there is already, but I'm not sure how they will slide into that kind of new system. But they're growing their way out of this economy by devaluing the whole currency. So, katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, 'di ba may two options tayo? So, I really think they are going to crush it really bad. Like to the point like it is very scary. It is totally scary. Okay? But the question is, will everyone survive? Yan yung maganda doon, 'di ba? Are you gonna survive? Am I gonna survive? Ako din, hindi ko alam. Pero more of my money is not in the bank already. Malaking portion ng pera ko nasa USDT na. Nakasit na lang doon. Tapos meron akong stocks na valuing about 20% of my whole bag investments, etc. Pero more on cryptocurrency na yung iba. Okay? So, ito na guys. We're almost done. Don't get bored because this is very important guys. Nagbigay na ako ng gem, nagbigay ako ng narrative ha. So if you want to replay, so maganda yun, i-replay nyo. Okay. Next, ito na, World Liberty Finance, Financial. So balik tayo dito, okay? So sa mga may WLFI at yung mga nakasalok ng WLFI, isa to sa mga pinakamagagandang airdrop na nangyari sa atin. Why? Is because we just invested $300 to $500 only and we got 1,400 in total value of WLFI, which is really bullish nung time na yun. Now, it went down to 700 tas naging 1,000 na lang. So, it's still good. $1,000 is still good money. Okay, kita yun sa Meraki bags natin which is dun sa CoinStats. But nag-expire yung CoinStats ko. So I'm about to fix it. I'm gonna look for another way so that it will be easy and fast tracking when it comes to our No. So right now si Trump natin may quote and unquote tayong na kuha sa mga comments or sa kanyang mga interview na even playing field monetarily. Okay, so even playing or parang we are in a even playing field monetarily. Yun yata yung sinabi niya. So wala kasi ako script ngayon. So yun yung pagkakaalala ko. Sorry guys, hindi ako prepared sa script natin. Pero yeah, accurate naman yung mga sinasabi ko kasi may mga tabs tayo dito. Okay. So means, okay, yung World Liberty Financials natin, okay, will be or is to be or it is right now a borderless system where anyone in the South Africa, Japan, China can use US dollar stablecoin like RLUSD, which is from Ripple. Okay, makinig kayo ha, Ripple. Okay, Ripple and USDC outside the centralized system. Okay, So the dollar uses, okay? The dollar uses dominance. I mean, ano nga yung sabi doon? Kaya nga lang, balikan natin. Nandito ata yan. Hindi, basta, ang pagkakaalala ko na lang. The dollar loses dominance, okay? Not because yung American natin or American US dollar natin loses dominance. And not because that the US is already losing, okay, its war on finance. No, it's not like that. Okay, they are transitioning. They are the first one who's transitioning. Okay, while the other countries are still wondering if it will hold or not. Okay, that's the funny thing. China, other countries, etc., are like just waiting. What will be the next move for US? No, so we have to really understand. We have to be able to analyze and be critical in this one. But because everyone is already has their own choice, no, but they are still in this moment where wait natin si Kuya yung ano yung decision niya, parang something like that. So yeah, stable coin level, yung stable coin natin, siya yung nagle-level ng ating playing field. Okay? And also, I hate it. Yun na sasabihin ko sa inyo. Kasi parang siphoning or sabihin natin Trojan horse siya sa cryptocurrency is because we could have actually just transfer all that market cap papuntang Bitcoin. Then we can just like do a pegging of Bitcoin / whatever. Sabihin natin, bibili ako netong jam na to. Okay? Hindi na CRO/USD. Diba? Ang maganda niyan is CRO/BTC. Basta may BTC ako, makabili ako nito. We will be able to do that. Okay, which is that was supposedly the monetary rotation. Okay, kung totoong gusto nila ng cryptocurrency. But yeah, that is their choice. Yun lang yung maganda dito. But isang problema natin dito sa buong ng WLFI, we have other issues like yung competition, tariffs, job numbers, etc. Okay? Pero it is also a good thing to the point where you will be able to work as if you're in America but not. Okay? Because you are playing with our stable coins or US dollars that are non-centralized, okay, which is decentralized. Okay, but you have, sabihin natin, if you have to position yourself correctly from 2026 to 2030, inflation is coming. Yun na yung sasabihin ko sa inyo. I'm not really sure when, but definitely by 2028 it will manifest. Okay, 2027 could be the start of it. Okay, because we are already turning on by history. Whenever we try to turn it on, okay, it always has a ticking bomb of 1 year. 1 year lang ang kailangan nating intayin, okay, para makita natin na magmanifesto. So sabihin natin, 2020, massive printing. Okay, by March of 2021, we saw the first influx. Then, sumunod is 2022, where marami nag-default ng mga bangko. Diba? So, we even created a really good content on that one. Diba? Kung maalala nyo, dun sa naging YouTube video natin, meron tayo doon na parang ano to? Yan natin. Asan na ba yan? May video ako dito na tungkol sa mga pera. Sobrang dami na, no? Ganun na pala ako katagal, no? Okay, so ito, top 5 assets. Ito, CBDC. Tapos, ito, easy money scandal ng mga bangko. Yan, panoorin nyo yan. 3.7, yung nanood. Ito, ano yung panganib. Ito, maganda rin itong balikan. Napag-usapan dito si Coinbase, Grayscale. Delikadong presyo ng Bitcoin, etc. Yan. So, yan yung mga nagto-talk about this dito sa topic natin ngayon. Okay? So, but if tulad ng sinabi ko, it will not manifest yet. Okay? The negative thing on this positive thing on 2026 is going to be the year of the horse. Okay? And oftenly year of the horse is always bullish. We haven't seen any bearishness sa ano natin. Majority of the markets, I would say, is bullish. Hindi ko sinasabing cryptocurrency. Majority of the markets is always bullish whenever there's a year of the horse. Okay, since this is astrology, I'm not saying like let's be witchcraft or I'm more of like following what Yahuwah wants. Okay, I always like what Yahusha says. Okay, if yun yung gusto nila, yun yung gustong sabihin ng mga tao, I'm just like trying to reinterpret it to you guys. But my words will always be where my money is. Yan yung sinasabi ko lang naman. Okay? Since ang hirap explain sa inyo na hindi tayo nasa 4-year cycle, nasa business cycle tayo. So sinasabi ko na lang, okay, year of the horse, baka mainganyo kayo mag-research. Tapos mauwi din kayo doon sa real data, which is business cycle instead of the 4-year cycle. Big shoutouts kay kay Cholek TV. Pati kay Zen Mind, big shoutouts sa'yo. Ay big fella, thank you so much sa'yo. Ayun na, sabi, free ham din ang pang Xmas brother. Ako, nangihingi ka ba ng free ham? Nako, mahirap yan. Okay, anyways, ito na. Things don't get more expensive. Lang yung sasabihin ko sa inyo on 2026, okay? Your dollar becomes worthless. Okay? But it will be slowly be worthless. Yun lang yung sasabihin ko. But not right away. Okay? It will not be right away, but it will be coming. Okay? So if you're on the wrong side of 2030, you will get caught up with this market collapse. Okay, so tingnan natin ulit yung Benner cycle. Balikan lang natin. Diba? So we have a 2026 everyone will be making money just like 2016 or 2027. Tsaka tayo on the next year will have this massive crash, which is 2008 it became the most capitulating for realty and some of the hedge funds. Diba? So 1999 by 2000 will be the next capitulating event, diba? So dito naman 2026, it is a long year, no? Sobrang habang year. 2026, 2032. Best buying opportunity is around 2031 mid to 2032. Anything within those years, okay, will be a real good buying opportunity if you're looking at cryptocurrency. Okay, I don't know what kind of capitulation will be happening, but this is a 6 long years. Whenever we have that, okay, it is also 6 long years. And 2005, markets are trying to recover already. Then we saw the peak of the market, which is 2007. Are we gonna see the peak of the market at 2020? Bubulol ako, buisit. By 2026, yan yung tanong natin. Hindi ko alam. Okay, but one thing's for sure, guys. Okay, nasa sa inyo pa rin yan. Okay, ako, the reason why I trade is because I love trading, and this is the gift that was given to me by Yahusha, okay, by Yahuwah. Okay, and I'm not here to trade, okay, just because I have a dream. My dreams are already denied. Okay, I deny my dreams. Okay, and I always seek what Yahuwah dreams for me. Okay, and He has big plans for me. For my God is always big. Yun lang ang lagi ko iniisip. Hindi ako nakatingin sa kung ilan kayo dyan. Okay, but I am going to uplift those people na mga nandito at nag-grind kahit yung market is not so really good right now at hindi siya magandang, alam mo yun, nandito ka lang kasi sarap-sarap lang. Okay, so kanina may short ako dito, ngayon bumabagsak na ulit siya. So dapat nakaroon na tayo ng $60 kung hindi ko siya kinlose. Kaso magla-live tayo kaya hindi ko siya tinuloy, kesa balik ako ng balik dito para lang i-check kung nananalo ako. So yun lang. So yun sa mga natin. Oy, sa Zora, I will still keep on holding Zora. Meron pa rin kami Zora. Kung naipit din kami, huwag ka mag-alala. Pero I kept bagging on it. Hindi naman kami sobrang parang 50% down, no? We did mitigated some losses, then rebought everything back to Zora. So ganun yung ginawa natin. Hindi siya yung parang massive buy, kumbaga, yun yung maganda doon. But on the 4-hour time frame, guys, be careful. This is going to be a big move. Okay? If we reset right away, so ito na lang, tignan nyo yung 4 hours natin, pa nag-reset siya, yung RSI natin at nandito na sa baba, or sabihin natin mag-stop siya sa 50, tapos biglang tumiklop, it will be a massive run. Okay? Which matitrigger to, then probably makuha ko na tong 97k, or sabihin natin, then it just goes down. Kumbaga ayaw nyo umangat kahit umaangat na yung RSI natin, then probably it will really go down, as I have already mentioned in our first 20 minutes of our video. Okay? So guys, big shoutout sa inyong lahat. Okay? Yung mga magpapa-shoutout, mag-comment na. Big shoutouts kay Benjamin, big shoutout sa asawa ko, kay Maria. Okay? Big shoutout sa inyo guys. Ewan ko bakit nangangati yung kamay ko. Kailangan ko na i-end yung live. Ewan ko, may nahawakan nata akong insekto. Nangangati yung ano ko, yung palad ko guys. Okay, anyways, wala nang papa-shoutout. Big shoutout sa inyong lahat. Again, Baruch Hashem. Okay. Wala na talaga. Okay, so yan, chismis lang lahat ng yan. Kailangan nyo pa rin aralin, planuhin at kilusan ng sa gayon. Ang lahat ng to ay ating makamtan. At syempre, stay awesome. Goodbye guys. Thank you again and have a great night and happy weekend. Okay, respect Shabbat. Bahala kayo kung gusto nyo mag-Shabbat. Pili kayo ng araw basta may isa kayong araw na dededicate kay Yahuwah. Okay, wala ang lahat ng pera nyo guys. Okay, one day makikita nyo, wala lang lahat yan. Yung mga pangarap nyo, yung dreams na pinagyayabang nyo guys, once na ma-meet nyo, pero empty kayo inside, wala yan. Maniwala kayo sa akin guys. Okay, so I met a lot of rich people, but yeah. Sinasabi nila na pag wala talaga. Pag puro pangarap lang, nakuha mo yung pangarap mo, then what? Tapos ka na. So, you'll be empty. So, accumulate more character, wisdom, improving, no? So, yun lang muna. Okay? Guys, have a great night and stay awesome, okay? Good night. Salamat. Good morning pala sa akin. Anong oras na dito?